For decades, the international community has attempted to find a peaceful solution to the conflict through diplomatic initiatives such as the Oslo Accords in the 1990s, which were meant to lead to the establishment of an independent Palestinian state. However, these aspirations have not been realized due to continued Israeli settlement in the West Bank, disputes over Jerusalem, and mutual distrust between the parties. Each new round of negotiations has been hampered by acts of violence and retaliatory attacks, deepening old wounds and generating a new generation of hatreds. As the conflict intensified in the following months, humanitarian conditions in Gaza, in particular, deteriorated rapidly. The Gaza Strip, suffering from a prolonged blockade, witnessed an almost complete collapse of basic infrastructure. The shortage of medicine, fuel, and electricity led to a humanitarian disaster as hospitals malfunctioned and civilians struggled to secure their daily needs. These harsh conditions prompted international humanitarian organizations to issue repeated calls for urgent humanitarian corridors. The repercussions of the conflict on Palestinian society have been devastating. The ongoing blockade and violence have made daily life unbearable for many, with unemployment and poverty rates reaching unprecedented levels. Young people living under occupation or in besieged conditions have become frustrated, increasing the likelihood of their radicalization and joining armed factions. Meanwhile, social life has been significantly affected with the rising numbers of martyrs, the wounded, and detainees, deepening the sense of despair among the people. The renewal of the conflict in October 2023 pushed the international community to reconsider its policies towards the Palestinian-Israeli conflict. Many Arab countries that had established diplomatic relations with Israel in recent years found themselves under immense public pressure to reassess these relations. Internationally, pressure on Israel to stop settlements increased, while other nations supported Israel's right to self-defense. This divergence in positions led to a decline in the effectiveness of international efforts to stop the violence. In this context, popular resistance emerged as a fundamental means of confronting the occupation, especially in the West Bank.